zone, and adjacent to that is the Inspire stage. Now, much of this show focuses on inspiring the youth of today to become the aviators of tomorrow. And coming up in 10 minutes' time, we've got this science show, the future of flying. And that is going to to ensure that the future of flying is a planet-friendly one. It's just 30 minutes long, it's a family show, and anything from, should I say anybody from the age of 4 upwards is most welcome.
At the eastern end of the airfield. We'll try and get that full schedule put up on the screens to enable you to plan the rest of the afternoon.
Thank you very much, George. And it's now the Royal Navy who takes the stage with 2 Leonardo Wildcat based at the Royal Naval Air Station Yeomanton in Somerset, and together they form the Royal Navy's helicopter display team, the Black Cats, named after a piece of naval slang for one-upmanship. This team formed out of the former Lynx pair, began displaying in the early 2000s. We've recently seen the Black Cats performing solo Wildcat displays, but just a few days ago, in time for last weekend's Southport Air Show, they received their PDA, their public display authorization, for the 2-ship routine that we are about to see. So just the second outing for the 2-ship Black Cats at a public show in 2024.
Structural and airframe commonality, but with very different mission systems and weapon fits.
As far as the naval one we see here is concerned, the weapons can include .50 caliber machine guns, torpedoes, the Marklet and Sea Venom missiles and more, running in for their first pass. 2 Wildcats on the Black Cats. They'll be pulling up into initial land-based operations out of Oman and aboard HMS Kent, as well as providing force protection to the new aircraft carrier HMS Queen Elizabeth, operating off HMS Connector. Sunderland has been in the Navy since 2010. He joined as a direct entry pilot, went through flying training and was streamed straight onto the Wildcat from there. And his recent activities operationally really show very well what this type has been up to. He deployed to the Middle East in 2018 aboard HMS Dragon. He was involved in
Superlinks can be used as a donor airframe in order to reduce costs. The Wildcat is sharing roughly 5% of its parts in common. In addition to the UK, the type is also flown by the Republic of Korea Navy and the Philippine Navy.
The Royal Navy Wildcat's new build airframe, so that option is available for customers should they wish.
Plenty of links still being available as donor airframes around the world. Definitely.
Both of them have this wheeled undercarriage. One way you used to be able to distinguish Navy from Army links was that the Army Air Corps links had skids as landing gear, and the naval ones had a wheeled undercarriage. That was apart from the Army Mark 9s, which had wheels.
That made the reconnaissance or the recce of it very, very simple, as you say. It's changed, but it is slightly different in profile. In addition to the highly visible sea-scanning radar, the Wildcat, this variant we see in front of us, the HMA.2, can carry a mix and match of missiles with up to 20 mark-neutral range and up to 4 seabed airstrike anti-surface missiles.
So this is very much a part, isn't it, of the modernisation of Fleet Air power in recent years. The F-35B Lightning, the Crow's Nest Merlin, replacing the old AEW Sea Kings. We've got one of those Merlins here in the static for the first time, and the new wheels of the class carriers.
Technological upgrades also increased interoperability with a platform proven in September 2022 and a maritime Wildcat laser designated the target, which was then subsequently attacked by an RAF Typhoon with a Payday 4 bomb.
So crossing break there in front of us as they swap positions. But they're now getting ready for their final break. Running in straight in front of you, the Leonardo Wildcat HMA.2s of the Royal Navy Helicopter Display Team, the 2024 Black Cats.
On the exhaust efflux, just to reduce the infrared signature. But the second one was the diamond shape of the boom at the rear of the aircraft, which also reduces the radar cross section, radar cross section when looked at from the side.
I'm here at the F-16 Viper line with Turbo, who is a weapons instructor from the Royal Netherlands Air Force and is also an F-16 pilot. Turbo, please can you tell me a little bit about your career with flying F-16?
Well, I've been fortunate enough to fly F-16s for the last 14 years now. I got back into the squadron in 2010, and it's been a hell of a tour because it's Kennedy safe.
Flying with F-16.
Always say it's the best thing you can do with your pants on, but it's absolutely amazing. And newer 5th-gen airframes, they'll be used for those, but this is the workhorse that will be able to do all the missions from sea ranging to close air support to